All right, guys, I'm going through a really thick part right now. It doesn't look too bad, but all of this is tangling up my feet, and I almost just stumbled right on top of the biggest iguana I've ever seen. Look at that head. This dude is huge. I'm honestly a little scared. I didn't even know green iguanas could get this big or look this big. The base of his tail there, it's hard for you guys to tell, but usually it's about as thick as a grown man's forearm. That's about as thick as a man's bicep. And his head is about the size of a softball. He's absolutely huge. And his tail, I don't even know how long it is. He might be 6.5 feet. I don't know. This is the biggest iguana I've ever seen, and I've seen thousands of iguanas. And he just let me stand right here. I'm about 7 feet from him. Wow. All right, I'm back in the forested section while I was walking through the tall grass. Look at the size of this millipede. Huge. Oh, look at the size. Look at the size of this hole. I don't even want to know what's down there. Yeah. We're getting into the thorny stuff. I'd say I'm entering into a rainforest bog or swamp. It's getting a little bit too swampy to move through this. All right, it's morning of day 3, and last night was pretty rough. It rained the whole night, and my tarp here is not 100% waterproof, so I got soaking wet. Those are my clothes out there. You can see them. I was wet before I went to bed, so I left them out to dry, but they're more wet than they were before. So I had to sleep naked in this poncho. This poncho was life-saving. Maybe that's too much to say, but it was game-changing. If I didn't have the poncho, I would have been freezing cold. This poncho kept my body warm and temperature up, so best dollar I've ever spent. Maybe tonight I'll try to sleep with the emergency blanket, or maybe I'll try to use my poncho or the blanket to make my canopy more waterproof. I don't know. I'm gonna try to find a cave. Maybe that'll keep me dry, because last night it rained all night, but the forecast for today is all day rain and all day or all night rain. I'm a little tired, haven't slept, but I don't know if I can do another night like last night. That was bad. That was really bad. All right, well, I'll tune back in when something interesting happens. All right, I made it out of the jungle. I'm at some river now. Look behind me. And this is good because I ran out of water, and I don't have a way to start a fire. It's too wet. It's been raining nonstop. There's nothing dry. My lighter got wet, and I'm really thirsty, but I can't boil water, so I'm gonna go out here into the middle of this river and see how the water tastes. It's not the clearest looking river, You have to be super careful with every step you take. These rocks move out from underneath you. It is beautiful though. This is what it looks like. At least the water's cold. I'm thinking what I might do to find my way out of here is I think I might just kind of float down this river, and eventually I'll pass, some town or something. So I'm kind of tired of walking. I've been walking down creeks for the past couple hours because walking through that jungle is a nightmare. All the plants are stinging. Anyways, it's not that bad. I'm a little nervous because it's been raining a lot, so all these mountains, all these slopes have all this runoff from all the rain. So basically everything that's been on the jungle floor has been washed into the river. So you think about that, it's kind of gross. If I can get out of here before nightfall, cruising down the river, then this is going to be my last day. This is a little bit too much. It's been fun, but I think I'm going to enjoy the rest of my vacation on the side of the beach, sipping a beer, enjoying the sun, because I've been wet for about 36 hours straight now. My skin feels like it's about to peel off. My feet are tender. My legs and arms and stomach are itching, and I'm just kind of ready to be done. It started out as an adventure. Now I feel like it's kind of turned into a little bit of a survival situation. I know I'm fine. I could probably walk out of here. I only have about 10% left on my phone, so I should probably look at the maps and see how far I am from everything. I have a power bank, but I haven't tried it. It got wet, so I hope that works, because if it doesn't, I might miss my flight, to say the least. But it's been a really fun trip. I've seen a lot of cool things. Not too much in the way of animals, but a lot of beautiful landscapes. And I'm pretty happy to have found this water, because even though there's a lot of rocks, I think I can mostly float my way out of here. I hope I don't run into any high waterfalls though. Alright, I'll update you guys when I get out. Alright, I made it out of the jungle. That was super intense. I floated down the river like I said, but the river just kept getting stronger and stronger, and I kept hitting rocks, and I just felt like it was too dangerous. So I eventually found a staircase, and I followed it up, and I ran into some guys. They called me an idiot, and then one of them drove me out of the jungle to this restaurant. And during the car ride, he's a security guy. During the car ride, he told me that 4 tourists tried to do what I did last year, and only 3 of them made it out. Just one moment, please, thank you. And so he said that I was super lucky, because last year only 3 out of 4 tourists who tried to go into the jungle off trail. Oh no, he said only 1. I'm sorry, I'm tired. he said only 1 out of the 4 tourists that went in last year made it out, and that the other 3, they never found their bodies, or they were never found again. So who knows, maybe they just ran off somewhere, disappeared, but they most likely died. So he was saying I was super lucky to have made it out. So that was a pretty intense adventure. I think I'll talk more about it later, but right now I made it to this restaurant and have a beer and some good food and just relax for a little bit. We'll keep you guys posted.